Hello everybody, you're here with Claru Beauty. Thank you very much for tuning in. Here you are with Claudia Lara, your host. And so today we're going to be talking about fragrances. And of course, if you want to see what I have on, I'm going to link the video below. And the only thing I change, I enhance my eyebrows with the Tom Ford gel, which is listed below. And I enhance or apply a different lipstick. This is one of my all-time favorites, which I haven't talked on my channel, but I saw it and I'm like, oh my God, and I applied it and I'm like, I forgot how much I love this lipstick. And this is Rouge Dior on the color 772. One of my all-time favorites. And if you watch me before or lately in these last videos, I have mentioned them before. I was a collector of makeup. I was in love and partner in the sense that I would use Dior products and love them. They're super friendly. Everything works. It was lovely. And so now, of course, I talk about many other brands, but just FYI. Let's go to what we're here today for, which is fragrances. And as you know, if you've seen some of my other fragrance videos before, I like to order a lot of discovery sets or sample sets, etc. because I have so many, I wouldn't know what to do if I was buying the full sizes. I do have some full sizes, obviously, and perhaps at some point, if you're interested, we'll pull my favorites or which one I actually own full sizes. I have pulled some here and there, but so today the discovery set, it's not a discovery set, these are a little larger, and I actually was a little disappointed they're not spray, they're just little bottles with a little tint. I guess it's more classier, more beautiful, but I prefer the sprayers. Anywho, the one that we're going to be talking about today is the Givenchy. So this is a Givenchy, and I ordered this set for one in particular, and it was the L'Interdit Eau de Parfum, which I guess would have been this one. And I was gonna get the set from Sephora. They had a holiday set, which had that perfume plus a red lipstick and a little box and maybe a mascara, I don't remember. And I thought, what a great deal. It was only like $35. It was perfect. However, then I found this one, and this one has 4. And so even though I just wanted to try this one, I mean, I couldn't resist different ones. You know my love for that exploration, discovery of scents. And now even more since I can share it with you guys. So definitely my love for fragrances has increased. So because it's been so much fun to rumble about each scent and what they represent to me. And if you're aware, I'm not that knowledgeable or an expert, but I am learning, and now I'm more intrigued on what ingredients each has and how did they translate to me, and then hearing other people talking about how it translates to them, etc. So it's very interesting. So my thoughts on this is, you know, I will list the ingredients, but I don't go so much into the, you know, knowledgeable knows about this or that, the almond or the fruity or the, I talk a little bit, flowers, citruses and what they represent to me, but I speak a little bit of where I will wear it or what it represents or the images that I get with each fragrance. So if you're interested on this one, let's continue. I'm gonna pull them out. So there are 4 boxes. So you pull the box. This is very nice as a gift. I don't remember what I did with the top, but you see, here is the box and the actual bottles. Now let's see here. So each of its individual bottles, you open it up. It has the Givenchy. And then it comes in this little plastic thing. And then look how beautiful, right? I mean, the bottle itself, if you want to put it in a vanity, This is so beautiful. It's much nicer than the other Discovery sets that we've done here together, in the sense that it's just kind of a elongated sprayers, but I prefer the sprayers. So I'm opening all of them, and let me write back so I don't take forever opening them up. Look how beautiful this bottle is. I mean, talking about putting it in the vanity, these are so cute. All right, so the way we're gonna do it, what we have is Irresistible, they're all Givenchy, obviously. And we have Irresistible, we have the Eau de Toilette and the Eau de Parfum. And then we have L'Interdit, we have the Eau de Toilette and the Eau de Parfum. And so it's just Irresistible and L'Interdit, but both. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with Irresistible, because the winner, the one that I'm most curious, is the L'Interdit. I don't know anything about Irresistible, I haven't heard about it. And so I guess first I'm gonna apply the Eau de Toilette, and then I'm gonna apply the Eau de Parfum. Now, before we start here, I'm gonna read the top notes. Is Cassis, Rose Water, the heart is Iris, Damask Rose, and the base is White Musk and Cedar. Now, look how cute. Now, the difference between Eau de Toilette and the perfume, let me see. So, how do you not, well, this is interesting because it seems like both bottles are exactly the same, and nowhere does it say Eau de Toilette or the perfume. So if you mix them, I don't know how you will be able to tell which is which, other than, I mean, I know because it is on the box. So this is the Eau de Toilette and this is the other perfume, so I know which one is which for that reason. This is cute. But once you mix them, if you take them out and you forget, the only thing I can tell you is that Eau de Toilette is lighter and clearer. You can't really translate that on camera, but you cannot even translate them that much in person. I mean, I don't think if I will be able to really tell, especially once I start using them. The difference is so minute. So in that way, I don't know, I guess keep them in their box or do something. On the L'Interdit, you are able to recognize it because the Eau de Toilette has this silver ribbon and the Eau de Parfum has a black ribbon. So that is definitely useful. Now, yes, there's a difference. I don't know if you can tell on the liquid as well. The Eau de Parfum looks a little more yellowish and the Eau de Toilette a little bit clear or more pinkish. That's what I see. So let's begin with the Irresistible Eau de Toilette first. Oof. See, I keep forgetting they don't have a sprayer, so they just come like this. Of course, I already dropped a couple of drops. Oh, that's delicious. Yeah, I got interrupted by the beauty of it. So let's be refined and just do the old way, right? And then put some in. I mean, it used to be the way, right? We didn't have sprayers back on the day. I'm talking 100 years ago. Well, I'm glad something beautiful and nice and enjoyable interrupts my rambling and doesn't have a sprayer. But getting into the beauty of the fragrance. Definitely, I smell the roses. Is a little too sweet for me, a little bit on the sweeter side. And I'm not talking sweet like caramel or like sugar, like we have talked about other fragrances, a little, in my opinion, more upscale. You know, the MLK, don't ask me for names, but if you see my channel and you see the other fragrances, sometimes I talk about is vanilla and caramel and sweet and elegant and all of this. No, this is sweeter, a little sweeter, powdery, youthful. And so I don't want to say lower scale, higher scale, but this is more popular, probably average. Yeah, I don't think I will buy this one. Sweet, nice, maybe for a teenager. Yeah, for a teenager, this is very lovely. It's beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. So I apologize for that. Yeah, I would buy for that, for sure. If I had a niece or somebody in their teens, yeah. So let's now try the actual Eau de Parfum. Let's see if it changes anything or if it smells the same. A little more mature, little tiny bit. Obviously you get the same sort of scent, but it doesn't feel so sweet. Yeah, this one feels a little more mature, elegant. Wow, so there's a big difference. I wouldn't have expected that. I mean, I know the other toilettes usually are lighter and, you know, kind of a water after a shower, or just lighter in general. But this one to me was sweeter. And because of that, lighter. But this one has a little more mature, a little more elegance. I feel the rose a little more elegance. Now, I'm very curious if it has the same ingredients. I mean, it should, right? Let me look it up and I'll be back. Well, where I'm looking for the ingredients, this one listed more as a perfume. And so the main accords that it's listing is musky, fruity, rose, powdery, floral, sweet, iris, aquatic, woody, and fresh. So the other one was a little more light, I guess the rose water, things like that. This one, yeah, it becomes more of a fragrance. I mean, I guess it's supposed to have a perfume, right? And this one I like. I still get the sweetness at the end that that sweet that the other one has, but this one definitely immediately got a little more presence. And it's funny because to me the rose was very predominant, and it is the third one. The first one is musky. I don't know what they mean by musky. This is where I'm discovering what is musky. To me, well, I don't even want to talk about it because I don't even know. I mean, musky feels more green, but no. And then the fruity, I can see the fruity. Actually, I think it might be that the fruity is actually the sweetness that I'm picking up. Which is interesting because fruity usually is more citrusy, but no, this is fruity, not citrus. So fruity in the sweetness of it. I can't think of what fruit. I mean, the first one that comes would be like a cherry, but it doesn't smell like cherry. I mean, I immediately go to Tom Ford Lost Cherry, right? No, nothing at all like that. So I wouldn't go that way, but fruity in that sense of sweetness, yet fruit. I almost want to say nectarine, but I don't want to say that because then you go into the citrus and it doesn't smell citrusy. So let's pretend you get a nectarine, but you put a very sweet nectarine. Is that even possible without being citrusy? No. All right, so maybe not a good example, but that's what comes to mind. I guess because here where it says fruity is in an orange color, maybe that's why I thought of a nectarine, but it's fruity sweet. And then of course the rose. This is a rose fragrance without being the first thing like, oh, rosy fragrance. I wouldn't go there. I would go more in the fruity sweet. And so who would I recommend this? Definitely younger. So if the Eau de Toilette teens, this one probably late 20s, but my sister in her late 20s, and I wouldn't recommend this to her, so maybe even younger, maybe early 20s. All right, I'm gonna move on because it's obviously just not up my alley. It's lovely, I like it, and I would like it for those youngsters, but not for me. Or moving on, we only have 2 more to go. So let's go to the reason why I bought this set. And really, if they were having it on a holiday set in Sephora combined with a lipstick and whatever it was, a box or whatever, it was very nice because it was in a very bright red. I like that red. Sort of, it means that it's a winner. And I actually have heard several YouTubers, I mean several, where they have included in their top favorite 10, which is very surprising to me. But let's play, let's see. I mean, I don't think it will be, but I haven't smelled this one, so we'll see. So first, let's try the Eau de Toilette. And the Eau de Toilette, again, you recognize it by the silver ribbon. And this, by the way, are 10 millimeters, which is a good amount to really test it out. Oh, wow. So this is very different. This is very nice. It is sweet, but not sweet like the other one. I don't know if the noise helps you. The other one is sweet. This is sweet. Sweet. Definitely I want to smell more. And I'm telling you, this has been in top favorite list. So far, I like the smell of it. Would it be one of those statement fragrances, the ones that you smell it once and you never forget it? Maybe. I don't know about never forgetting it, but I do think it's one of those that when you smell it, you're like, oh, I know that fragrance. Let me think, you know, one of those that and then you kind of come up with it, because there's some statement fragrances that when you smell them, you're like, oh, that's what it is. This one, you might be like, I know that fragrance. I recognize that fragrance. So it has that quality. Wow. I can't stop smelling it, and it's nice, and it has a sweetness and something. Let me look up the ingredients. All right, so we are here with the ingredients. The main, of course, is white floral, tuberose, woody, animalic, patchouli, earthy, musky, sweet, citrus, and powdery. I agree, even with the sequence of this. White floral, yeah, probably one of the reasons I like it. It did remind me, it's jasmine, gardenia, you know, one of those white flowers. Definitely. Tuberose, I have no idea what that is. And then woody, animalic, patchouli. Maybe the patchouli is the seducing kind, the one why you want to keep going at it. It does have that sexuality, seducing, but not like a Black Widow, seducing, fatal attraction. No, just in a very nice, elegant, sort of not up and about in the seducing, but it is. It's alluring. And then the musky, it has the sweet, and probably in the right sequence, sweet. Because towards the end, after everything else that I have listed, you do have that sweetness in there. Citrus and powder. I guess the citrus is the uplifting. It does have that uplifting. I guess that's what I'm calling a little bit in the seducing, because it's not relaxing and grounding. No, it has that a little upbeat. And if you've seen my description before, to me, citrus always does that optimistic action, activity, moving. And then the powdery, I guess the powdery is what gives it the elegance. I haven't really know when I smell a fragrance if it's powdery or not, or exactly what the powdery means. To me, so far, it's a translation of a little elegance lingering from, reminds me of older times. But I do know, for example, the Chanel No. 5 is considered very powdery, and of course, many others. But so I'm starting to train my palate or my sense of smell. What is it to recognize when I smell that powdery thing? And to me, it's that kind of subtle elegance. I guess that's, and this one has it. So I can see the powdery in it. So now I'm very curious about the Eau de Parfum, because this one that I just described is Eau de Toilette. So this is not the one that has been on all this list. So let's get to the big winner. Ding, 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 ding. So this will have a black thing, which is interesting because this one looks a little more elegant with the silver. And because this one, even though black will be more elegant, it appears as if it was one of those plastic thingies that that you use to tie things. That's what it reminds me. Anywho, let's try this baby up. And again, I wish there were sprayers, because this is, the elegant from the past, a little thing. And you used to kind of flip the thing and then use that and put it on. But this is so small that I don't know if that works. I would use more my finger, but okay, let's try that idea. So I'm trying to, Ooh. See, no, I need my fingers because that idea is too little or not spread, or I don't know. With a bigger bottle, if it comes like this and not a sprayer, which I doubt it. I mean, who does that nowadays other than exclusive thing bottle that they sell? If it's a bigger bottle, it might work. See, I got interrupted and I wanted to get back. Oh my God. Yes, I guess I understand why it's a favorite in so many lists. Wow. Yeah, it's elegant. Would I use this during the day? You could, if you're in an office wearing it, it might be a little distracting. But because it's not a big time projection, it's subtle enough, kind of stays in your space. So it might still be appropriate for that reason, but it might be distractive in the sense that it does call you over. It does make a statement. It is lingering. It is here. It's not one of those that you smell them and then that's it. You kind of move on. No, it keeps alluring you. And so if you have an event and you want to stand out and you are dressed up, I think this is beautiful. Even if it's a conservative elegance, in a suit, but oh my God, it is elegant and nice and mysterious. Oh, very lovely. So let's see the ingredients on this one. So white floral, tuberose, that's the same as the Eau de Toilette, right? Yeah. So they both start the same. Of course, it's the same fragrance. It's just different consistencies. So this one, let's start again. It has white floral the most, and then tuberose, sweet, woody, fruity, citrus, patchouli, vanilla, animalic, and amber. I've been finding out that amber I really like. So now when I see amber on the fragrance, there's an elegance to it that I really like. And the Eau de Toilette didn't have amber, it had powdery. I think yeah, okay, I'm starting to learn, I'm starting to get it. The powdery kind of gets in the top palette. It gives you more subtle kind of feeling. And I think the amber just gives you this elegance, this spreading out elegance, almost like you spread out your wings and it's here sort of feeling. So it gives you that mysterious or elegant, imagine two fans sort of going like this and just keeping it for yourself sort of thing. I mean, am I making sense? So that's a little difference. And don't get me wrong, powder is considered elegant. I mean, Chanel No. 5. I keep mentioning that one because that's like such an example of that. Very soapy, clean, but powdery. I think the powdery, and probably I'm making this up, I don't know, I will Google it now, but the powdery to me, you remember those cylinders, sort of wide, and it had a top? I don't know, in my grandmother vanity it was there, and it had a big sponge with furries, and then you would do this all talc, and you could do this, but those talcs used to have a big time fragrance, and I think they were used for that, like, obviously powder yourself, so it would bring whiteness or just blurriness, very nice, beautiful, and then that fragrance. To me, when I hear this powdery, that's what it reminds me, and in specific, this scent that I remember from those talks. Now, I don't know if there were different brands and different scents. I just remember the one my grandmother had, and that sort of scent reminds me. I'm going to Google it, and next time I'm going to mention it in the next video. So anyways, it's a winner. It's a definitely winner. It's a very distinct fragrance. It's elegant. It's seducing. It's all of it. I mean, between the two, Eau de Toilette is more subdued and it's sweeter. Not sweet, remember, it's just sweeter, fresher. And then the The perfume gives it a little more seriousness. Even at some moment, I don't know if you notice, you know, I get all excited about the scent and everything, but when I try that one, I could feel a little more groundness. I wonder which part. Maybe the amber is the one that is grounding me. It says woody, but I think the Eau de Toilette did too, yeah. So the only thing I can think of is the Eau de Toilette has citrus. No, this one has citrus too and patchouli, so never mind. So it's a winner. I like it. I can see why they would have it in their top 10. I haven't done a list of my top 10. And I don't know if this will be it. I'm very happy I have this size because I will try it. I'll let you know if I keep reaching for it, because you know, sometimes you get a fragrance at the beginning, you're like, okay. And then you can't get enough and you keep going back for it. I don't see myself doing that with this, even though I like it and I'm glad I have it. But we'll see. I'll let you know. This is, I think for me, is a fragrance that I could get tired of. So if I put it now and it lasts us all day, by night I'll be like, please get me out of this. But I'm very sensitive, and I guess my taste is a little bit different. But you know, if you have it, if you have tried it, let me know. Let me know your thoughts. It's same as Irresistible. Let me know if you like it, if you use it, if you agree or disagree with me. And maybe I'll see a different perspective on it. And especially this L'Interdit, is it also one of your top favorites, like a lot of people have? And I guess I'll keep in touch. Thank you very much for watching. This is the time that I ask you to please subscribe to my channel, ring the bell on the right-hand side of your screen, and please comment, request, and keep the conversation happening. And most important, do you like for me to do these fragrance videos? I appreciate there's a subscriber, Penelope, that says that she does, and thank you. So let me know what you think, and I guess I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.